Guys, hope you're doing well. It's Ashley, and we just had Hurricane Milton come through, and I was like, should probably film a YouTube video because we haven't filmed one since like we moved in. So, well, I think we filmed some in between, maybe. I don't know, I have to look for clips. But we just got off a cruise on, on Monday morning, and then we found out that the hurricane was coming. So we had Hurricane Helene like 2 weeks prior. So I was like, okay, here we go, but this one's stronger. Hurricane Helene was like, I think a Cat 1, and then this one was a Cat 3. But fortunately, we're very fortunate. Our house is doing well. Like, my coworkers of mine, like, their houses are in way worse condition. Like, some of them can't even get to their houses. My grandma's porch was completely blown off, and ours was pretty intact. The only thing that we had to go through was no power for like 5 days, but that's nothing big. We were able to, like, you know, go visit our family and be able to have some type of normalcy. My camera died during that last clip, so let me just turn this camera back around. There's my suitcase from when we just got back from our cruise. But yeah, there's a lot of boxes in here, and it's very disorganized because I haven't finished unpacking from when we moved. But this is the window. This is the only window that we saw that leaked, so I think we're pretty good with all the other windows, but it was just leaking, and we just put duct tape on it just for that time being, so that way water wouldn't leak all over the carpet, and that did the job. But I think we're just gonna either like recaulk it, or if I want, you know, a warranty rep to just look it over, someone who's like a professional, just to make sure that I did it properly or that they can do it, since we have some months before our 1 year is over. I'm in the guest bathroom right now, also known as Kayley's bathroom, and I'll show you one of the warranty requests that we had. Let me just flip the camera around. This is her shower, and we had this issue where the water was, every time she would shower, it would leak through these cracks here and then onto the drywall, and it got so bad to where the drywall was peeling off of the wall, and it was just, we just couldn't use the shower because it just kept getting worse and worse. So in the beginning, after we first bought the house, we got it repaired, and they basically just pushed this panel down, and then we just added caulk there. Even though this is like a caulkless shower, we still added caulk just to make sure. But then over time it happened again, and we just had it repaired the second time. But this time around, they took all the panels out, and then they made sure there was no gaps anywhere, made sure everything was level, and then they just repaired the drywall this morning and painted. The paint's still a little wet, and so we're just, you know, leaving that alone, and then we'll hang up the shower curtain again. Coming downstairs, I'll show you that they're currently working on this plumbing situation. So we found out that the drain pipe for the washing machine, like the overflow pipe, is missing. And we actually think we found it outside, and ignore the board games, we were playing this during the hurricane. But, so we're trying to figure out where the pipe is. They said that they couldn't use the pipe because it was filled with concrete during construction, so we asked them to just tear out this wall so that we could take a check and see if it actually is or not. But we found the pipe. We think it's that one right there. We can't get the caps off because they're glued down so tight, but once the plumbers come, they're gonna, you know, assess the situation, and then if they can use that pipe, they'll route it up this wall through the ceiling, and then our laundry room is right in this area. So this is where they were like cutting holes in the ceiling to check everything out, and then they also did more holes in here just to kind of figure out the best route of action. Currently, right now, they have a pipe that's sticking outside the exterior wall of the house just for the time being until they figure out what's going on with this extra pipe here. And then we also have other pipes, like we don't know what this pipe is used for. This one is our AC drain line, and then that one's for the sink on the other side. So currently all of our plumbing goes through the pantry, which is, well, the wall between the pantry and the fridge. So all of our washing machine, water, all of our sinks, everything goes through those pipes right now. So hopefully that will all get sorted out, and then we can get this wall patched back up and everything can look nice and pretty again. Today I noticed that we have some water damage down here to the cabinets, so it's kind of hard to see on camera. Well, there's a closer look at it. And then it's kind of bulging out on the side because there's some water damage over there. But that's because we didn't unload all the ice in the ice machine before we lost power. So it all kind of just leaked throughout the bottom and all over the cabinets. And then for the fridge, for the last hurricane, we took everything out of the fridge and we were able to locate it to another house that had, you know, our generator. But this hurricane we didn't, and all the food went bad in the fridge. And we didn't have power for like 5 days, so it just kind of like sat in there and marinated in the smell. So yesterday we cleaned out the entire fridge and we wiped down all of the shelves and drawers. And then this morning, it still smelled really bad. And so I just have baking soda tossed everywhere in there. I wiped it down again. And we're just kind of waiting for it to hopefully like suck up the smell, and then hopefully that issue will go away. We were incredibly fortunate that our gazebo didn't go flying up in the air. Our neighbors, they were not, you know, as fortunate. Theirs completely, like the roof came off the legs and landed in their yard. The legs of the gazebo like caved in, like bent 90-degree angle. And ours stayed pretty intact. We bolted all the screws down, you know, we took the precautions. We had lights around the gazebo, and we basically just took all of those down beforehand. Just so that way, like every time the wind would happen, the lights would fly off anyways. So we're like, we'll just take those down just to be cautious. And I'm glad we did, because even the curtains were flying off. We should have took those down, but now we know for next time. And then here is Kaylee's dragon fruit plant. She has 2 of them, 1 on each side. And these fell sideways and, you know, they didn't really go anywhere. They're very, very heavy, so to even get them into this position in the yard, it was a lot. And this is if they're just gonna live, they're just gonna stay here.